Hello to our friends and family. I'm going to be talking about the Asoniya pillow that I've been talking about over almost 2 years. I have my friend Orit Esther right here. That she has a Orimuna Energy Institute where she teaches about the crystals.
So what is when you say the word Asanya, what does that mean?
Okay, so this brand name is Asoniya, and Russian people made it. So if you translate it from Russian, it's sleep, anti-stress, and me. It's like it helps you with like taking out your stress. And this pillow is made out of powder, like this filler. If I move it
Oh,
fast, it
wow.
looks like milk. So this filler is made out of the quartz crystal. I don't know if people could see
Oh,
it.
I love the quartz.
Yeah, when you touch it, you actually don't feel it. It's a mineral. It's a natural mineral, and that's what inside of this pillow.
I love quartz. I teach quartz. I teach gemstones. I'll tell you,
Yeah.
quartz is one of those very heavy duty amplifying gemstones. It definitely sends out very, very powerful energy vibes. So, but
What
wait
are
a
the
minute, is this
qualities?
so I'm going to ask, I want to ask you a question. Um, I don't know. Look, I'm very into gemstones, and I really believe in gemstones. But I'm sure that there are people out there that might ask you, "Is this whole thing like a scam? Like, could it? How real is this?"
Okay, so when I first heard about this pillow and the quality, what it does. So basically, I found this pillow because of my mother-in-law. She couldn't sleep, and no pills were helping her. And then someone sent me a 20-minute video, and it was saying not only about sleeping and everything else, like it's supposed to like remove your neck pain, and if you put it on your back, or it's actually if you keep it for a few minutes, it's gonna take the shape of your neck or your shoulder. So one lady helped her colic baby that couldn't fall asleep for hours, and it helped her remove the gas. So when I heard all that, I'm like, you know what? They talk about a lot of things, and it's good when you hear it. I said I'm not gonna listen to a lot of things. I'm just gonna buy it and test it on myself. So when I got this pillow, I bought it, and it was after birth. I had my last baby, and it was a surgery, so I was in a lot of pain. And I use this pillow for, like I use it an hour a day. I put it under my feet first because you cannot sleep on it. Like if you could see now, like it took the shape of my shoulder.
Yeah, I always find it intriguing. I sit in my office and I put it on the floor, and I
Yeah,
put my feet. In the beginning, it's like all fluffy and
yeah,
fluffy, and then eventually it just hardens. I'm like,
yeah.
wow, that's
So
really
that's
cool.
what happens. It's usually it takes your body hit. Like it's usually very soft, but after you use it, after you put it under, you're supposed to start like under your feet because all the acupuncture, or you just open up your hands and you put your hands on it. So what it does, it scans you. It takes your body heat, it goes inside of the pillow, and then they say that from the pillow it goes back to you with the more like healing.
Yeah, it makes sense. That's exactly what quartz does. Quartz actually has that effect. Quartz is known to be like an amplifier. It really takes, and let me just show you because I have here some quartz pieces. So here, for instance, here, this is a beautiful quartz generator. First of all, you could see that the natural shape of it is a Magen David, so it's a perfect geometrical shape. It has the ability to really take what we call disorganized and unorganized energies. And that's what it does. It has, there's a function inside quartz called piezoelectricity. It has the ability to literally take something and then create a new electromagnetic wave around you. So the whole function of quartz in and of itself, it's such a durable product. In fact, is the world couldn't exist without technology couldn't exist without quartz because everything functions on quartz. It's pressed energy, pressed electricity that allows the conduction of electricity to pass through literally in the computers. So it makes so much sense what you're saying that it has this ability to scan and then literally reshape your energies and then shoot it back to you while it's amplified and healed and balanced. So it makes so much sense.
That's what they say. They say it's like a solar. It's like it has like it makes you, I don't know, it makes your blood flow, it makes your like it scans you, and it runs like It's like alive. It's not like a lamp.
Okay.
You know, we used to have a lamp where we used to heat our ears or like put it on our throat. The heat only, like the lamp only gives it to you, but it doesn't take nothing from you. Even though they say
Right.
those lamps, like a blue lamp and the red lamps that we had, they have it covered with quartz. Like they used to put quartz. That's how it would give you heat. So this
Wow.
pillow, what it does, it actually scans you. Like I had different people telling me different things. Like one lady, she put her feet on it, and then she would say, "I don't know, I'm sitting with my feet. Why do I feel like tingling in my wrist?" And then I told her, like,
Wow.
"Think, what happened with your hand?" She said, "You know what? 10 years ago, I had a fracture. I had her. She really had like she had broken her hand." And she's like, "But it was 10 years ago. Why is it now? Why is it like going to the
Stuck
now?"
energy there.
Yeah,
Stuck
so it's
energy.
not only energy, it's usually what it does, it scans you and it goes to the problem where you need right now. Like, let's say if a person broke his hand, it's gonna now like try to heal his hand. Or if it's some kind of wound, if you have a backache, you're gonna feel the warmth in your backache. And the other day, a lady was sitting, she's like, "I feel it in my knees. Like, why do I feel it in my knees?" So it
Wow.
goes to the source of the problem where you need it the most. Like whatever is your weak spot is, that's where it's gonna reach. And try
So
to.
I'll tell you, I was very surprised. You know me, I'm kind of skeptical with these things. So, when I got the pillow initially, I used it, I didn't use it, I used it, I didn't use it. And then I found myself gravitating to just putting it underneath my desk. Nobody sees it, just sits there on the floor. And I'm noticing that my feet keep pushing itself. I have a couple of things underneath my table. I can elevate my feet, I can put my feet down. I like to move my feet around a lot, but I notice that I keep elevating, I keep gravitating. I move my feet back onto the pillow almost like naturally. And I really love the whole idea of the fact that I can sense the change of it. Like you said, it starts out like fluffy and jelly, right? And then you feel like it's taking the shape of my foot. It's actually surrounding my foot. And I found that very intriguing. I love it.
So the reason why it's becoming hard, it means it's working. Like it's scanning
Right.
you. It's scanning you. It's becoming. It's gonna be hard maybe for 2-3 months, but after you get used to it, and actually not allowed. They say it's a pillow, but it was easier for them to put it in the shape of the pillow because
Wow.
eventually you could sleep with it under your head, but they don't recommend to do it for 2 months. Let's say if the kids under 6, they're allowed to sleep with it in the head because they don't have as much problems as we do. But
Right.
people, even if like a child has like problems, health issues, he shouldn't be sleeping with it with his head. But elderly people, we have so much toxic going on in our body. So what this pillow does, it detoxes you. Like you're gonna feel like, maybe you're going more often in the bathroom. You could put it on your stomach after you eaten like a full meal and you have a stomach ache, which just put it under your stomach and it will like relaxes you because it releases gas and stuff. So
Right.
that's what they say. They say you have to like, you cannot overdose on it. Actually, when you start, you have to start like 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day, because some people, they buy it and they try it and they just throw it out. Nah, it's not for me. Actually, people might feel nauseous, they might feel dizzy, they might feel a headache, and they wouldn't understand what's happening with it.
Actually, that's one of the signs that it's working, because when you get an adverse effect, exactly what you were saying, it makes sense that the detox would cause an adverse, negative effect before it's the positive.
Yeah, so you have to like exactly drink water because your body's going through detox. You have to drink water. Otherwise, if you're not going to drink water, what you're going to see, you're going to start seeing things on your skin. You might see eczema, you might start itching, you're going to see
That's
things.
all detox, right?
Yeah.
So why is it so expensive?
Okay, it's expensive because of the import. This product is actually made in Russia. And now with the shipping and import and customs, it's very expensive. This product costs like around $200. This is the regular shape, but we have all kind of shapes. So we have we also have glasses. We have like this little ones for kids, and there's a heart shape. You could put like literally on your nose, on your ears, on the arms. And then there's this one.
Wow.
Like we have like different shapes. Like this one is for.
I like that one. I like that one.
And this
one. That's the one I gotta get.
This one is like for the face. This
Oh, I need to
actually,
get it for my neck.
this one saved me from corona. You know, like when I was sick and I was coughing, I would just put it like this in my head. It like, you
Wow.
know, warms up my head. And also we have like a headband. It's for the ears.
Oh, love it.
You know, it goes like, it covers your ears, and you could
Oh,
sometimes even put it
wow.
for your eyes. So different products, and it takes it's expensive because of the import, and they don't make it here, so we have to import it. That's why all the fees,
Wow.
we have to add it up. That's why it's
Right.
expensive. But how much does our health cost? You know, like you buy this product, and in the beginning, one pillow everybody could use it. Like with like 2-3 months, you just use it and you shake it. You have to shake it all the time. You if you want to pass it down to someone else, you know,
Uh-huh.
because the energy.
Change the energy.
Yeah, it change the energy. You have to shake it.
Right. But now, but how, like, what happens if you don't have like a lot of time to use it? What happens if like you feel like,
Yeah, people are
like
complaining
you're
that
saying like
there
I
is
have
no
to have
time.
the time. For me, it's easy enough. I just put it down on my, and I'm telling you, I easily use it like all day long. Literally, my feet are
Yes,
on it.
people
And I
complain.
do, I feel the energy.
I had people saying I have no time to use it.
Right.
So usually I tell them, do you eat breakfast? Just put it on your stomach, you know, maybe put it under your feet. When you pray, just put it under your feet. Uh,
Ah,
yeah, like, you know,
that makes sense.
like those people that don't have time, I tell them, just put this on your neck. You know, you put this on your neck,
Right.
you just walk with it, you know.
No, that's
Walk with
so true. I really like that. So
Yeah, as
how
long as it
effective really
touches
is
you.
So how effective really is it? You know,
How
like if
effective
you're
is it?
healthy, like, you know, what if a person's healthy? Like, okay, well, I don't have any problems. So what is it going to do for me?
Yeah, a lot of people saying, well, I'm healthy, I don't have any health issues, why should I use this? This is actually helps you to boost your immune system. You know, this is for people like us getting old, preventing all the problems in future. And for kids, I've used this for my kids, you know, like my 6-year-old, such a hyperactive kid, he doesn't want to go to sleep. So what I do, I just put it under his feet, and then I like slowly put it up in his stomach, and I talk to him. Next thing you know, he's like knocked out, you know.
Wow.
Actually, it was so good for my breastfeeding. Like when I was breastfeeding my little baby, when I got this pillow, my baby was 2 months old, and he was keeping me up from 2 o'clock in the morning until 6 o'clock in the morning. So what I would do, one time I was so tired, I said, you know what, let me just use this. So while I was nursing him, I put it like under him, and I fell asleep. I didn't
Wow.
realize that I fell asleep. It was 2 o'clock in the morning until 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning. So I didn't realize I overdosed him. 3 hours was too much for the little baby. He was sleeping either 12 hours or 11 hours straight. All I was doing, just changing
I think
the diaper.
a lot of mommies would appreciate that.
Yeah, I was just changing the diaper and checking, does he breathing? You know, like I would feed him in sleep, and it changed his schedule. So then I became smart. I started to prepare him like 6 o'clock in the evening, 7 o'clock in the evening. I would put it under his feet and a little bit on his stomach. 20 minutes is enough for a newborn. 20 minutes. After feeding, you just put it on the stomach and it's enough. 20 minutes, you know, not to overdose.
Listen, for me, after using it for quite some time, and also again teaching gemstones and gemstone and mineral therapy, you know, when you look at the Chosh and Mishpat, the high priest plate, there are 4 rows of gemstones. The 3rd row is all quartz, citrine, amethyst, and agate, which are all basically based on the same silicon dioxide mineral from quartz. So you're talking about 12 gemstones on the high, you know, the high priest breastplate. And out of all 12 stones, 3 of them are from the quartz family. It's a really one of the, I always say to my students when I teach them, you know, gemstones, I say to them, if you want to amplify any gemstone, you know, like, look at this. This is gorgeous. This is the way that, you know, quartz grows. It grows like with these beautiful generators, and it's pure. When you look at it, you're like mesmerized. You're really, really and truly mesmerized by the gorgeousness and the it's simple, but it's clear and it feels clean. There's something about quartz that just feels clean. So I mean, again, using it on my own and experiencing it on my feet, you know, I could see why this would be a really, you know, an amazing seller. But I wanted to ask you something which is very intriguing when you were talking about water. Why do I need to drink water though? Like,
Okay,
what is
like
it?
I
What do
explained
you
it
need for it?
before, like I explained it before, people that weren't drinking water, they felt headaches, they felt dizziness because
That's the detox.
what this does when you sit on it, your blood flow, like why your body heat goes to the pillow, it gives you back, and you start having a blood flow, and this
Uh-huh.
makes your body go through the detox process. You need to drink water. If you're not going to drink water, you're going to be nauseous, you're going to have a headache, and you might get like eczema on your skin.
Mm.
So
Tell me, go ahead.
what happened
I'm
to me,
sorry.
I was like after surgery when I got this. So when I was sitting on it, I actually felt, well, first of all, I was sweating a lot. And I had smells coming with the sweats. I smelled I got a lot of steroids after C-section. I had some complications. I felt all those smells of this medicine. And that was 4 months or 3 months after surgery. It wasn't like something fresh. I already passed that. It should have been out.
Right.
But my body was going through detox, and I took advantage of this. Every time I would nurse my baby, I would just use it under my feet, on my back. So I've been nursing my baby, let's say every 4 hours. I would use this pillow every 4 hours. So I was basically all the time sweating because my body heat was going up. And I felt, even when I wasn't sitting on this pillow, I felt like the tinkling was still going on. And I would be like still hot from this. And I would sweat, and sweating is good. It means your body is going through detox.
Of course, you're letting it go.
So that's why it's important to drink water, because you want to detox your problem. And there were people who were working with the paint. Let's say they were painting the apartments. They say that when they were sitting on this, they smelled the paint coming out with sweats.
Wow.
It's like, it depends what you smell. It would come out with your sweats.
Right. So it's really taking, again, that's what it's doing. It's taking from the inside, spitting it out, and allowing newness to come in. Wow. And so now what do you do? I know you said it before. One pillow is not enough for the whole family, right?
In the beginning, like in the first 2 months, like it's enough for one pillow for the whole family, because you have to shake it and give it to another person. So another thing is, sometimes the pillow becomes so hard. Like for my mother, she used it. She couldn't make it soft within 48 hours, no matter what she tried. Like what you do is, there's few things you could do. The best thing, put it in the sun. You put it in the sun for a few hours. It's going to be like watery, like a bag of milk. Wow. Some people say you could pray, prayer helps. And then another trick, you have to find a corner, like a triangle corner in your house, like let's say, and just put it in the corner for a few hours, maybe even overnight. And they say that it makes it also like flat, it takes out the energy. I don't know, like in the childhood, they used to put me all the time, go to the corner. Like when we didn't behave well, there's something with the corner. It does something to the energy.
The way
Again,
the
it's energy.
Right, the way the energies meet, right.
Yeah.
Tell me, will it do a miracle for my wrinkles? For making me feel young?
So they say they took the pressed quartz, and they say like this supposed to like give you collagen if you have it in your eyes. So if you're sitting on a computer a lot and the gadgets, they said you have to use this while asleep. It's a little bit not comfortable because you put it on and then in the morning it's like out. So what I do, I put like a headband over here, like
right. Rubber band.
Yeah, rubber band. And I put it on me, and then till the morning it's still on me. You might feel like you're gonna be sweating a little bit. I don't know, summer, if it's good, but that's what I sleep with in the night.
Oh, that's so cool. And tell me, is there an expiration date on this? Like, does it last you only for a certain period of time? I almost want to, look, I feel like I want to hug it all the time.
They tell you 7 years, but we've seen people after a year, it would not become soft. It would stay hard. So what they would do, they would just keep it below, like for their feet, and they would get a new one. It depends on your health. If you're healthy, it will last you for a few years, but they say 7 years, not more, maybe more, maybe less. It depends on your health,
Wow, interesting.
They give you 6 months guarantee that if there's something wrong, if you see like the powder is coming out, it shouldn't be coming out. But there have been things, there've been stories that then they exchange it within 6 months. But usually 7 years, it should be okay.
And by then we're all healthy, so everything's fine.
Yeah.
And tell me, I had one last question. This You were talking about earlier before. I remember when we were speaking on another instance. You spoke to me something about the K27. What is this whole thing with the
Okay,
K27?
so we have a function of K27. It's like three dots over here, you know, it's the acupuncture. So the person that sells this pillow, when I was interviewing him, he told me there is 5 places where you have to put this pillow. So you always start under your feet because of the
Right.
acupuncture. You should start like 15 minutes under your feet for 2-3 days, and then you gradually move upper, like you put it on your stomach. So let's say if you used it maybe in the first day, 3 days, use it like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You have to see how you feel. Like if you feel a little bit dizzy or headache, you have to stop using it. Then it's already too much for you. Then gradually you pick it up on your stomach, another 15 minutes, and then you put it under your like kidneys. It should be in your back, another 15-10 minutes, and then gradually you pick it up to your chest, which is K27, and then in your neck. So
Oh, so you literally start moving it up your body.
yes, if a person has low blood pressure, that's how he could raise up his blood pressure. You start from the bottom and you go up. If you have a high blood pressure and you want to bring it down, you do opposite. You start from the top. You have to start under your arm, next to the heart, like a left arm, and then to your stomach, to your like kidneys and your feet. Like if you have a high blood pressure, they say you have to start from up to go down. That's what makes it go down. So K27. What's about K27? K27 is like 3 dots over here. Usually they say like if you're feeling weak or if you're feeling worried, you have to start tabbing on it, you know,
Right.
and it raises your immune system. So K27, it says like this, the way he explained it to me. He explained it to me when the baby is born, like each person is born with a frequency. And when he's born until up to age 18, the frequency raises up. There's a certain number. So from 18 to 40, that frequency stopped developing. It's not doing anything, it's just staying in one number. From 40 and up, this frequency is slowly decreasing. So he said when people are putting it in their K27 spot, it actually reserves the frequency that it shouldn't lower down faster. And also all those people that go through chemotherapy, their numbers are very, very lower. Like I had people testing it, the pillow, sitting after the chemotherapy, they couldn't feel nothing. It took them 300 times maybe to use it just to feel something. There are some people, they sit and they said, I don't feel nothing. And the pillow is not becoming hard. It doesn't mean it doesn't work. It's just that your frequency is much lower and you're not feeling it.
Wow. But that's amazing. I think what you're at least you're showing me, and I think you're teaching us all, is that you have to be consistent with it and you have to be patient with it. You have to know that your body needs to adjust to it. Like with anything with energy, your body needs to adjust to it. It becomes part of you and it gets to know you. It gets to know your body. I mean, I think everybody should have their own in their family, even though you said you could shake it. I almost feel like everyone should have their own because like even with gemstones, I tell my students, you know, your gemstones are your gemstones. You know, your kids like it, get them their own, you know. Everybody's got to have their own. I mean, is this the only product they have? Or do they have other things that you can kind of share? I mean, I know
they have different shapes and colors. I have the smaller ones. I have the bigger. There is something a little bit bigger than this, and then they have boots, and they have like a little bit
boots.
Like, they have boots.
Boots.
It's not like a boots like shoes. You just put it. It calls boots, but you put it over your feet. Like you wrap it over your feet. Yeah, I forgot to bring it. So you wrap it over your feet and it's over your knees. And it helps you with if you have like veins, you have problems with your feet. Then they have also the knee for the knee, like something for knees.
Like a knee pad.
Yeah, knee pad with the scotch tape, like with the scotch. And they have like for the head, and they have a lot of things. They have something for your hand. Like there's different things that they have. They offer.
So tapes that actually accompany the body.
Yeah, every year they're coming with a new product. And actually, it's also, I heard that it protects you from the radiation and 5G.
Like, of course, that's quartz. Of course it would. It makes complete sense.
We did a test with my husband. We had an application where we downloaded on our phone, and we had someone calling. Like when someone calls you, and you put this thingy to measure the radiation. The numbers went like 350, 360 while someone is calling. So what I did was I took the phone and I put it like this under my pillow. Actually, I put it like this. I tried to put it, I tried to protect my stomach, and the numbers were going down. Like the numbers were going down when I had the pillow ready. So that's why I tell my kids, when you're on your phone, just make sure that this pillow is on your stomach. So you have like, you know, make your phone like
separation.
Yeah, like separate. And actually they're coming up with the West. They're making a West, like, you know.
Wow. I definitely got to get the neck one. Oh, I really like that neck one.
Yeah, so this
I
is
could
like
see myself getting that.
Each pillow comes with a special pillowcase, and they have a ring.
Actually, I have a nice one.
Yeah, usually it looks like this. So they also have a special pillow that looks like a ring. Like it's bigger than this. It's like double size. You could actually sit on it. Like if people are sitting on a computer a lot of times, you could use it like literally this pillow. You're not allowed to sit on it. Do not make that mistake. I forgot to say you're not allowed to sit on this.
You said you're allowed to lean on it in the back, though.
Yeah, you're allowed to lean on it, but you cannot sit. You cannot sit on it. It's just gonna rip. So the one pillow that they have like a ring, you could actually sit on it. This one that you could put on your chair and sit on it. And people have been using it like on the faces. It's round. I didn't bring it with me now.
Right.
So you're not allowed to wash this pillow. You cannot make it wet. If you make it wet, it becomes hard.
Yeah.
That's why we put it in a pillowcase, and you have to take it out to the sun. You know, you have to all the time put it in the sun, and it becomes very watery.
Wow.
You cannot make it wet. Actually, my friend left it in the sun and she forgot it. Then it started to rain. It took her 5-6 days to make it like, you know, to get it back to the shape.
Balance it. Yeah. Wow. This is amazing. I really enjoyed learning more about it. You know, I was using it because I know what the power of quartz is, but this really taught me a lot. I guess also maybe appreciate it a lot more too. It really is amazing. Everybody should have this.
Listen, this I'm telling you. So my main reason why I got this, because my mother-in-law complained that she cannot sleep. And I had people, one person, she bought this pillow. She said, my feet hurts. You know, she had veins in her feet. So all of a sudden she calls me up and she tells me, you know what? I realized that I don't get up anymore for bathroom breaks. Is this because of this pillow? She's like, I've been sleeping so nicely in the night, and she just bought it for her feet. She's like, I don't see it doing anything for my feet, but I realized that instead of waking up 4 times, I only woke up once in the night. And I also have people that would say, you know what, I wake up 3 o'clock in the night and I can't go back to sleep. And she said, you know what, I wake up 3 o'clock and then I could go back to sleep again until 7 with no problem. So quartz, it relaxes, it's anti-stress, like it's supposed to remove your stress.
Completely it does. You know what, it's known more than anything to stabilize. It creates a sense of stability. So when one of the things that, again, I teach with the quartz is that when there's something unorganized, when you feel chaotic and unorganized, that's why it has that calming effect, because again, it has that ability to literally take the most unstable environment or emotion or physical activity that's going on in your body, even the excessive secretion of any of your hormones or anything. And it makes such scientific mineral sense of what you're saying, that it really has the ability to sort of dissolve that which is problematic and allow the space. It amplifies, it opens up the space for something new to come in. So
that's why it's anti-stress. It makes sense. Anti-stress.
Yes,
that's what they say, you know, like if I translate the Asoniya, it's anti-stress, sleep, and me. Like it's really literally like supposed to make you calm down. Actually, I had a story where my son was scared to go to sleep. I would tell him, just hug the pillow, you know, hug the pillow. Like hug the pillow and go to sleep and feel comfortable with this, you know.
You know, what's nice about it is because it conforms to your body, it makes you really feel like it becomes a part of you. Because it has that shape and it takes the shape of your body, it's like, oh, this is me.
Yeah, it's like it feels like a toy, you know, like you can play with it. It really like calms the nerves.
Therapeutic. You know? Oh yeah, it's therapeutic. You know, when you knead dough or when you deal with pottery, that's what it is. That jelly-like feel is very therapeutic. So it definitely does. And because it's so soft, but then as you're like kneading it, it becomes really part of you, because you're like, wait a minute, my fingers are becoming indented in the shape of the pillow. So it really, it makes you realize, and it proves to you how real it is.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really beautiful.
Thank you so much for talking about quartz. And if anybody wants to know more information, I have a website that I'm working on right now. It's called upliftmyhealth.com. There's like more information about it, what is it good for, and how to get one. There's my phone number over there, and like more information. And then if anybody wants to learn about more gemstones and quartz, you could always check the information on orimunaenergy.com and contact Orit Esther.
Amazing. Yeah, we've got the team going.
Thank you so much for your time. It was very nice
Thank you.
reviewing with you.
Amazing.
Yep. Thank you.
So I want to talk a little bit about the quartz family, and then I'm going to invite Zahava to come into the conversation because she actually has a product that she's been representing for a very long time. And I'll be honest with you, until I didn't experience its effects about a month and a half ago, I was very hesitant, me on my own, to actually, plug it, as they want to say. But I had a pinched nerve in my back about 6 weeks ago or 8 weeks ago. And I said, I was looking at this pillow. I'll show it to you in a minute. I'll talk a little bit about quartz. And I said, should I use it? I mean, okay, let's just start putting it on my back and my chair. And I started putting it on the back of my chair. And within a couple of hours, I started feeling better. And, suspicious me, I said, I don't know. It's very interesting. I don't know. Is it really that? I'm very skeptical by nature. I'm a truth seeker. So you have to really prove the truth to me in order for me to really believe it. So I put it on the side and my pain came back. I said, okay, this is very interesting now. And I put it back on. Again, the pain went away. I said, okay, we're on to something here. And I just kept using it for a couple of days straight, this time not hesitant. And then when I took it off at one point or another, whatever the reason was, the pain never came back. So for me, I have to tell you, I actually contacted Zahav at that point. I said, you remember that pillow you gave me? You've been plugging for a long time. Well, it actually works. So I said, today we're going to talk about the quartz. I said, you know what? I'm going to bring her on and let her talk a little bit about what she does. But before I bring her on, let me talk a little bit about the quartz, and then we'll ask Zahav to join in and talk a little bit about it. And I'll again bring in my 2 cents as well. So the quartz, the number one, your first gemstone is your quartz. The quartz, I want you to look at it like a tribe, okay? Because there's a lot of subsequent stones that now we're going to be learning about that are all derivatives or part of this tribe called quartz. Okay, your quartz is like your main tribe, your big family, the big family mama. Okay, and from there, we're going to start subdividing downward, and we're going to see that they all share the same chemical formula that have trace elements in addition to their main mineral called silicate with oxygen. The basic formula of the whole quartz family is Si02. All quartz in and of itself, just again, as a tribe, as quartz in and of itself, they naturally flow with an energy called electromagnetic energy. And that is mainly due to the fact that, remember, we spoke about the 7 cubic systems, right? Latest structure systems. The quartz belongs to the triangular molecular structure. What that means is actually, if you look at the way that the quartz is structured, if you look at here, for instance, a piece of a citrine, right? Or if you look at the quartz, this is a beautiful quartz cluster. Okay, look how it looks. You see how it grows? Look, the bottom of it, just very simple. Very matted, and the way that they sort of carved it off of its host. But look how gorgeous. This is a quartz cluster crystal. And you notice how they're all pointed, right? Their ends, their terminations are all pointed, which really testifies to the fact that it is all triangular system. They all have the Magen David, feel to it and flow to it. They're actually, Dr. Gila says they're very holy stones. It's one of the holier stones. Quartz has a very high vibration. So as a whole, you don't want to have quartz generators or quartz crystals in your bedroom. On the other hand, something like, let's say, Zahava's pillow, which are crushed and put into an actual embedded, structure. And there's, I think, other things that are also mixed into it, make it safe for you to keep in your bedroom. Okay. But as a whole, I would never put something like this next to my bedside, because this gives off very high vibrational energies and it will keep you awake. It is not conducive. We'll talk about the gemstones that of themselves are safe and conducive for you to have a stand or some sort of shelving on your side of the bed, your husband's side of the bed, and you would want to have certain gemstones for sure in the bedroom. The quartz would not be one of them. The quartz in and of itself, again, because of the geometrical structure, it resembles a Magen David. They're very super focused. Even if you just have a quartz tumbled stone and you don't have the terminated points, the what we would call the raw cluster of the quartz itself, they're very, very focused, super powerful energies. They have the ability to absorb, to store, to transfer, to move energies, to send energies. Take yours, bring it into the stone, organize. That's what it does. It organizes the energy and then throws back organizational information. That's how super powerful the crystal quartz energies are. Particularly if you want to talk about attributes, they're very, very good for immune system, at sending the information to the immune system, what to do, what's an enemy, what's not an enemy. They keep focused again, even if you don't have the point. Remember, because the crystal structure, it could be hidden in the idea that it's a tumbled gemstone, right? So for instance, if I'm looking at the tumbled quartz gemstone, right? You're thinking to yourself, wait a minute, I don't understand. Where is the structure, right? Where is the point in here that you're saying to me it's super focused energy? But remember, just because it's tumbled doesn't mean that inside of it, there's not an atomic structure. And the atomic structure here is triangular, which means triangular. It's still focused energy, even if it is tumbled, even if it's not looking like this, the generator, which is basically, the generator is just the raw cut of the quartz, right? They took this and they tumbled it. They took a big chunk of it and they tumbled it. So they made it into a round, but still inside of here, you still have the structure of that triangular focused energy. And so therefore it still has the ability to focus the energies and concentrate not necessarily concentrate the mind, but concentrate the energies and be able to move it through. So that's why I have my generator pointing at me all the time. Particularly, it's actually on my heart level. I purposely put it there so that it's constantly it's able to take the energies of whatever it is that's sitting in my heart, right? Concentrate it instead of having a lot of emotions. Concentrate it. It takes it, and again, we'll learn in a moment that one of the qualities about quartz gemstones, it holds what's called piezoelectricity. Some say piezo, but it's piezoelectricity, which is pressed heated energy, which becomes a semiconductor in all the computers for being able to transfer information. Without quartz and piezoelectricity, you don't have a computer. You don't have voice activated microphone. You don't have any sensory devices that open and closes doors. All the whole semiconductor community works on quartz. Without the quartz crystal, you have no computer technology. And the quartz watch, right? That's what it's based on. So it has such intense electrical magnetic fields that it projects outward that it's so intense. It has the ability to take miscommunicated information and take it, create organization, and then send it back to you organized and boxed and, in the right fields, so to speak. Okay. So now let me go ahead and bring in Zahava, and let me show everyone my pillow. Okay. So again, Zahava sent me this pillow. I think I have it. I'm not kidding. Probably a year and a half. And notice, right? And notice how it's like there's nothing there. It's completely filled with air. It almost feels air, but I have it all the time. A lot of times now, especially now that I've learned how amazing it is, I have it actually on my floor, on one of my footrests. And Zahava had mentioned to me way back when, it's good to put the two soles of your feet on it, right? And I do notice that when my feet are on it, after 5 minutes, it becomes hard like a rock. It completely changes. The fact is, I'll show it to you in a moment. I'll put my feet on it while Zahava talks, and I'll show you. It's fascinating to feel. In the beginning, it feels wobbly and airy, and then it just goes to like this hard plate almost, right? And it takes the form of the foot. Right, Zahava? So share more about it, because you're definitely more of a spets about it too than I am.
Okay, so I have my pillow for 5 minutes on my stomach, and it took the shape of my stomach.
Right.
And it did become hard. I got to feel what this pillow is all about around 2.5 years ago, and actually you have it maybe like 2 years.
Oh, okay. It took me a while to get to really believe, I guess, really use it. Hashem gave me that pinched nerve so that I'll, God forbid, I wouldn't feel good. And I start using it so I could say that it really did help.
Yeah. So I'll talk about it. I actually was introduced to buy this pillow because of my mother-in-law. She had problems with sleeping. And someone said that it's good for sleeping, it takes you stress, and it's good for other things. But at the time when I was looking for it, I was pregnant with my 7th baby, and I was supposed to have a C-section, and I knew how the recovery after C-section is. So I really desperately wanted to get it before I would have my baby, but because it was not in America, it made in Russia, it was hard for me to import it. It came only after a month after I had my surgery. So going through 60 sections and knowing what it is, and my last one was high risk and I had complications. I got this a month after, and I saw big changes. Like I had a lot of pain in my stomach, in my back, and what I did was, so the way you use it, like I told you, you start 15 minutes, you put it under your feet. It's like right now, it's like watery. But like you said, when you put it under your feet, it becomes hard. And now that you talked about the quartz and everything it does, so the lady told me, just put it under your feet 15 minutes and just see if you feel anything. So you actually feel like tingling. You feel like warmth coming in under your feet. And then you
notice
like,
I keep moving my feet.
Yeah,
it's like I feel like I keep I feel like I keep looking for the crystals. So I notice like my legs keep playing around on this pillow.
Yes. So what I did was I put it under my feet 15 minutes, and all of a sudden I would feel like in my back, or I felt it in my ovaries, like more like my surgery spot where I had my the cut. So what the pillow does, it scans, like you said, it scans you and it goes to the root of the problem where you are. Some people, like if they have, like one person broke her hand, my friend, she broke her hand 7 years ago, she had a cast. She said, listen, I'm sitting with my feet on. Why do I feel tingling on my wrist? So I told her, like, what happened to you? Why? Something happened to your hand. She said, you know what? I broke it but it was 7 years ago. Why do I feel it there? So I said, is there like still a crack or something? Because it's going straight. Right. It's trying to heal it over there. So like you said,
it's like the quartz crystals in the computer. It'll send the information exactly to where it needs to go. In the system, it's the same thing it'll do for the body.
Yeah, so that's exactly like you said. It scans you and it goes to where the problem is. I have the powder over here actually. was inside.
Oh, that's what's inside of it. Wow. Wow. They really brought it down to a crust. Wow.
Softer than baking powder. You don't even feel it. It's so soft. That's exactly what's in the pillow. Look, if I shake it, looks like milk.
Wow.
You don't feel it. It's so soft. It's 98%, I think, quartz, and they have something else, 2% something else in it.
They probably have a secret ingredient that they don't want to tell anybody about.
Most companies try to reproduce it, and it wouldn't work. It would become hard, and that's it. You won't feel the effect.
You know what? One of the things that I found, Zahava, and I tried this out. That this was actually amazing for me. At one point when I was using it for my back over and over and over again, I said, "Aren't I wearing this out?" Remember, I told you I intuitively feel, even though quartz has the ability to recharge itself. Many will say you don't have to recharge, you know, and I definitely, out of all my gemstones, I don't charge my quartz as much as I do with the other ones, but I felt my pillow needs help. And I took it outside, and I didn't, obviously I didn't put it underwater, but I put it outside for a few hours, and I brought it back in, and I felt like it was like a battery pack. It just worked again.
It's so interesting. When the lady sold me the pillow, she said there's 3 ways you could do it. Like if a person uses it, she said, if you pass it down, you have to shake it, because what it does when you use it, it becomes hard and it gets used to you. So in order for it to like uncharge it, you have to shake it, or you put it in a corner, you know, like a corner.
Oh,
use it's like the energy where the energy is in the corner, or you put it on the sun. You have to put it like half an hour, 1 hour on the sun, and it has to, like, it's gonna go back. So my mother used this product for 48 hours. No matter what she did, it did not, she couldn't make it soft. It was hard as a stone. I don't know what she did. It took something out of her. She said for 48 hours, I tried the corner, I tried the sun, I shaked it, nothing was working. And then she left it on the sun for 2 days, and she said only after 2 days it became soft. So it's exactly like you said, it scans you, it takes whatever it needs out of you, and then it gives you back new energy.
How can we purchase this?
So I imported it. I have some of them in New York, and I have some of them in Israel. And it comes in different shapes. There is like this heart. This one is good. You could put it on your throat. It goes here. Like I use this. Then there's another one I have. This is like children's size. It's like half of it.
Oh, cool.
I
do want you to address the whole idea. Oh, wow. I love that.
The only one that you could sit on. You could, that's the only pillow. You're not allowed to sit on the other one. So this one, you could put it on your face. You could put it on your head. And also,
I want you to clarify for everyone the idea of putting it to sleep, because remember I said before that you really shouldn't have it in the bedroom, but this is different.
Yeah, but you can't sleep on it for 2 months because your body is gonna go through detox. Remember, I told you it's gonna detox you.
Oh yeah.
2 months only under your feet. Under your feet, 15 minutes, and then on your stomach. There's 5 places where you have to put it: under your feet, on your stomach, on your kidneys, on your K27, and then on your neck. Gradually, like you start with 5 minutes, you start with 10 minutes.
I did that in the beginning. I remember I did that.
Yeah. So for 2 months. And then you know what? She told me you could charge your water on it. And now that you spoke about clusters, so this is 1 kilo and 300 of the powder. So what she told me, you take and you put your pitcher on it an hour in a house. It doesn't have to be in the sun. She said it cleans the water, and while you're detoxing your body, you have to drink the water that's on this pillow for 2 months.
Wow.
It actually changes the structure of the water. She said if you taste the water before you put it on the pillow and after, it's going to taste differently.
Wow. So here, I want to show everyone. Look, the pillow is already hard. You notice? It's already hard. There's already like this. See, it wasn't like that. So it's already scrunching up. And it really, for me, it's like a validation. Like, wow, it's really doing something for me, right? Yeah. I love it. I got so used to having it on my footrest. I can't live without it.
So they also have glasses. This is pressed quartz. You could actually wash this. You could do laundry. And then there's this one. It comes with the case because you cannot wash this one. It has the powder inside.
Wow.
Good, like if you're sitting on the computer a lot, it's if you
And you
got
want to just
eye
calm
infection.
your eyes. Wow.
And it also has collagen. It helps you with the wrinkles. There is this
I have
one.
to try that.
And this one has some balls. This is for the kids to play. They have a lot of things. They have knee pads. If someone
I
has
like the
problems.
play. Wait. I'm going to get that one. I like the playful one. That's for my Binyamin with ADD. Oh my gosh, I can so see him playing with that.
Powder, and then there is a balls. There's like
I definitely need one of those. More than one.
Play with it, and this one also has balls in it.
Wow.
Actually, I was using this when I was breastfeeding my baby, and I had clogs. I wasn't home like for 6 hours, and there is all techniques how you could get the milk out. But when you put this on yourself for half an hour, it gets all the clogs out. It makes.
All right. Well, they're asking for all the information here. You're going to post the link and all the information.
My website got hacked, so I'm just gonna send you I have some posters that I did. I'm making a new website. What else do I have? Oh, actually, we have a mattress. We have a mattress, a soft mattress, and we have a hard mattress. It's like this thick.
Wow.
And there is, oh, do you remember using this for the feet?
I did. I put them in my boots and they warm my feet up.
For the shoes, yeah. So for people that stand, they made press. They put it over here, and it just keeps you warm. And there is this one. That one you could use for the neck. And I used it for my face when I was sick with corona.
Wow. Well, you know what? Now that we said that we know that it's amazing for the immune system, I could see how that would help rehabilitate the body and strengthen the immune system.
So it does. It makes you, remember I told you about the blood flow? When you put your feet, you could put your feet or you could put your palms. I do both. I have few pillows, like I have few pillows in my house. So I put one under my feet and I put it under my stomach and I put my palms. It scans all the acupunctures and it goes straight to the source where you need it the most. I got sick with corona. I didn't even know. And it happened to me twice. Last year, Hanukkah, I mean, a year and a half, like 2 years ago, Hanukkah, and this Hanukkah, 2 days I was in the bed and that's it. I was on my mattress. I had this all over me, took a lot of vitamins, and that's it. No symptoms. I didn't lose my smell. I didn't lose anything. Like I overboosted myself with the vitamins and this, and it helped me a lot. And remember,
1 minute. Sarah Leah asked here if it helps to ground you. I would assume so.
So I used it on my hyperactive kids. This is how I put them to sleep. I put it under their feet, and it helps them. It calms them down.
Calms them down. So it's probably more of a calming that helps the grounding. Yeah.
So the main, what she said, it helps. It helps. It takes your stress out. It helps you with the sleep. It takes the pain. Let's say you have like a back pain or neck pain. It helps to release the tension. But you have to drink water. Remember I was talking about the water?
Yeah, I drink water all the time.
Go through cleansing your body. You know, I wake up very thirsty in the mornings because I sleep on my mattress and I have it under my heat. Like that. I'm so thirsty. First thing I do in the morning, I wake up, I have 2 cups of water. And before I go to sleep, I also have to drink.
Wow.
There were ladies in their 60s and 70s. One lady, she got it for her feet. And she's like, you know, I noticed I don't wake up for bathroom breaks because it helps her. She said, I used to wake up like 4 or 5 times in the night. Now I see like I only wake up once.
Wow. Nisha Leah is asking if family members can share.
Yes. First 2 months, when you use it, you shake it, and then you give it to someone else. I bought 2 in the beginning and we were sharing. And then you shake it. You always have to shake it. If it doesn't become soft, you put it in a corner or you put it in the sun and then you could use it. But after a while, when you already have it under your head and it gets used to it, it's like, you know, like, no, give me, like you definitely want to have another one. This one, remember I told you about the boots?
Yes. Yes.
So this one, it covers you. You could use it everywhere. Look what it is. It's like, it takes all of your feet. It's a powder inside. You could always have it in your, like this. So this one,
Wow.
it covers your knees. And I have another one.
And what? So that's for people with poor circulation.
Yeah, this one, that's the other one with the shoes. Where's the shoes?
And Orly asks if it's the same as gemstones. So again, Orly, we see here that
The powder.
it's a quartz. It's quartz. So the qualities of quartz.
That it comes in two, micro something. That's the micro one.
Right. The microcrystalline. It's the real quartz. Yeah.
This one, it's pressed quartz. Actually, when I ordered it, it came cut. They cut they thought it's like something hidden inside here. You could see it. It's pressed quartz, like small. These you could wash. These are the glasses you could wash. You could do laundry. But this, whatever's in the powder, you can't wash it.
Right.
You cannot wash it. You have to just take it out on the sun, and that's it. Right. Actually, my sister-in-law told me that her son threw this in a bath, and it became hard. It took her 4 days to dry it in the sun.
Oh boy!
This is like 300 grams of the powder.
Amazing. Batsheva wants to know what's the name of it. What's the name of this?
It's called Asoniya pillows. They made it in Russia. This is something
Asonic?
Asoniya. This is something new. For your thyroid, you could wear it like this.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And this is something new for the wrist. So they
wow.
It's like, look, it's like meat, you know?
Yeah. You put your 2 hands in it, right? Yeah. Amazing.
And,
all right, so you need to go ahead. You need to share the link here so that everyone can have a good sense of how to get a hold of you.
It comes in here, and it comes like this with the shoes, with the slippers.
I love it.
I told you about this. So when I didn't break. I picked something heavy, and I heard the click on my wrist. Lovely. So what I did, I took this, and I took my little one, this one. I put it like this, and I put the scotch on it.
And you attached it. Wow.
Sleeping with it in the night. 3 days. 3 days. It helped me. It did the trick.
Listen, I tell you, I wouldn't have brought this on here unless I had myself. I'm telling you, I had a pinched nerve. I went to a chiropractor. He did something. It helped me for 2 hours, and all of Shabbos. I went to him on a Friday morning. All of Shabbos, I was with the pillow behind me. I kept telling the kids, get me the pillow, get me the pillow. I kept moving from chair to chair to chair. And at the end of Motzei Shabbat, my pinched nerve, I'm telling you, I had already felt a huge, huge, huge difference. Again, I was very skeptical. I kept putting it on and off and on and off. I said, is it really this?
You remember 2 years ago when I gave it to you, you were like, okay.
It sat in the bag. I actually gave it to my Chaya Rivka, and she doesn't have any particular pain. I gave it to her, and she's like, she didn't use it. She used it. She didn't use it. At one point, she was addicted to it. I kept seeing her use it over and over again. And I asked, it's hard to get the kids to necessarily say, but again, until I didn't experience this, like 2-3 months ago, whatever it was, when I had that pinched nerve, I actually contacted you on my own, and I said, you know what? There's something here. Yeah, there's something here. That's very interesting.
They use this powder in the NICU for the preemies, in the mattresses.
Oh.
That's what it helps them. It's like a warm environment for them. And also they use when after person is burned, how do you call this? Burn hospital, like when you recover after
the burn unit.
Yeah, burning units, because whenever you burn yourself, when you bake or whatever, you put this for 20 minutes, your hand is not going to get red. It's like sucks it out. Any bites, if you have like mosquito bites or bees or anything, it sucks it out.
Wow.
My kids already know. They bang their head. Okay, where's the pillow? Give me the pillow.
You have a whole stock of them there.
Yeah, so they come in different colors and shapes. It's like color therapy, And they do different things. So I'm gonna put my information in a chat, and I'm also gonna upload the video that we did 7 months ago. I never uploaded it.
So right. Yes, please do. Please do. Thank you. Well, I think I'm gonna go and get a couple of different shapes now that you showed me. I didn't even know there was so many different varieties. That's great. That goes to show, when a company offers so many different ways of using their product, and they don't change it. It's not like, oh, we have the quartz one, we have this one, we have that, but they stick with the formula and they just change the shapes. That goes to showing success. I've learned this from my own experience. That goes to show that they're really successful, and all they're doing is adapting it to the needs of the person, depending on where they use it for.
So they were in business, if I'm not mistaken, maybe like over 16 years. I've been using it for 2.5 years, and they're like keep adding and adding and adding.
Wow, that's a big line. That's a huge line. Wow. Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you so much.